On this episode of Cash and Cari, keen collectors are in for a treat. The estate sale is packed full of potential treasures, like this mid-century spaghetti lamp.
You know how much this is worth?
In the 30s, this glassware was given away to attract clients. Will it attract customers to Cari's sale? A turn-of-the-century homeschooling desk is a surprising find.
Never seen one like it.
Cari has big plans for a tired old pastry table. Can she take it from rags to riches?
So I'm gonna break out the sander and bring it back to life.
And if you've got an old model train set in your home,
That's exciting.
It's very exciting.
you could have a gold mine on your
You
hands.
could be sitting on, thousands of dollars. I'm Cari Cucksey, and I run estate sales. Whether it's a simple bungalow or a grand mansion, there's always a hidden treasure. I also buy out entire homes, refurbish just about anything, and run my vintage store here in Michigan. I'm a treasure broker. I give dusty relics a new lease on life and make great deals in the process. Sold. So I'm headed to see a customer, Roylene.
Hi.
Hi, Cari. Her father bequeathed her a house full of furniture and a huge train collection. She told me there's about 30 to 35 boxes, and he's been collecting all of his life. I've never dealt with a train set that size. Usually you go into an estate sale and there's usually maybe one or two sets, so I'm really interested to see what he has.
We've just been sort of wrapping things up here at the house.
Okay.
And we have some other stuff here.
So everything I see in here is for sale then?
Yeah.
Looks like you've got an old phonograph here.
Yep, that would have been my grandparents.
What's the story with this guy?
This we found in my dad's toy chest. He kept everything from his childhood in it. It's like an easel.
That's really cool. I've never seen one like it. I want to see what else he
Okay.
has. Especially the spaghetti lamp here. It still has the tag on it. Did you
Yes.
notice that? Okay.
Almost every lamp in the house has the tag on it.
Spaghetti lamp, super collectible, mid-century modern. People love these.
Still have the pastry table from my grandma, and she was pretty well known for her cooking.
This is a great piece. I'm actually interested in buying this piece. I refurb and repurpose a lot of furniture,
really?
so I'd like to buy it for $50 if that's fair to you. And obviously the table and chairs are for sale as well.
This actually goes to the pastry table.
The one in the kitchen?
Right.
That I like?
Yes.
I better add on another like 25 bucks. You know, I couldn't walk into a house without buying something, and that little pastry table really caught my attention, and the sifter is a total bonus.
And then this is his dresser.
I'll probably put somewhere around, $300 to start on this piece for the estate sale.
He actually had an entire train room set up. Everything was set up with lights here and there, and the trains going in each direction, and over bridges, and you name it, every accessory and fun thing he could put into it, he had there.
You could be sitting on, thousands of dollars. We could have 20, 30,000 plus. I mean, I won't know until I actually dig in and start researching exactly what's here, but that's exciting.
It's very exciting.
Cari's not just dealing with a small-time train collection. There are hundreds of valuable antique trains waiting to be researched and appraised. The team will have to do their homework to make sure they're selling at a fair price.
Yeah, I know they're not light, so I can help you. Okay, this is a sewing machine, it's heavy. Oh. Crap work. Okay.
Yeah, let's see if there's more trains in here.
This is train.
So Sharon, check this out.
What is that?
This is actually like an old desk tabletop easel thing. Look, teaching the calf to drink.
It's a little bit of everything.
And these were the lessons. Cool piece. Okay, let's see what this is. The Lionel 8555. Very good condition. $279.99. Look at, there's two of these. So that's 500 bucks right there. This is a unique sale because the bulk of the sale are the trains. Every single piece of that collection has to be handled with kid gloves. They could be worth $20 or $1,000.
Despite the cold, a large crowd has gathered, anxious to start shopping.
A whole lot of research has gone on here with all of these trains and all these collectibles. Ready to do some last-minute pricing, but I think we're ready to rock.
This kind of publicity on just a common estate sale, it's just got to be something good.
Baby, it's cold outside! It's 10 o'clock, let's go! Come on!
I've been collecting for 40 years. I collect the old Lionel, American Flyer, Marks, Ives. I'm hoping to find something that I don't own. My collection's probably worth about $300,000 or $400,000.
I know that I'm gonna get beat up by some of these train collectors. It's just that you can't know everything about everything. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna stand my ground, try to give them a fair price, but I'm not gonna let them railroad me, no pun intended. Almost ready, folks.
We know it's cold. There we go.
All right, just start a new sheet. Good to go.
You are first, we know that. Gail, Carl.
Welcome, how you doing? Now those had tags on them, didn't they?
Yeah, they're 20. I don't know if they
Okay.
were each or if it was both for 20.
No,
No, 20 each.
I still want them.
Okay.
I love signs. I have a lot of signs at home. I live on a centennial farm and just decorate all my barns. I'll put a little turtle wax on them, shine them up. They'll look good.
Thanks for stopping, folks.
I've lost my list. You were that way. You went to get packing paper. I cannot believe I cannot
Keep
find
looking,
this
keep
darn
looking,
thing.
you'll find it.
The list holds names of customers and the order in which they can enter the house.
Where was I?
If Paula doesn't find it, the sale will become a free-for-all.
Are you sure my list is not under here somewhere?
This is really bad. Crazy, crazy in here, which is good. Crazy is a good problem at an estate sale. It means we're busy, selling lots of stuff.
Okay, what do you got there?
Roylene's dad owned quite a large selection of Depression glassware. Businesses used to give pieces away to attract new customers in the 1930s, during the time of the Great Depression. Oh, I found your list.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. It was in the bottom of this box. That was so funny, though.
There's more in the back, too.
There's more in the back. There's a whole track set up.
All right, are we negotiable?
Yes, we're negotiable.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We are, eh?
Yes.
Okay. How much can you negotiate this then?
We have 35 on it. How about 25? How
How about 20, you got a deal?
about 20? What else are you buying?
Oh!
My God.
All right, let's...
There's a wine barrel one. That's kind of a good one. 205 is what it would be as price.
Buying a lot. What's our thought about going half on it? Got a deal?
How about 150? Meet me in the middle.
Here's what we'll do.
Yeah, we're here in the house. Yeah.
We'll put this right in the bag for 120, and I'll look around for more stuff. Then we'll start to negotiate ever. And then you'll walk away a happy person. Look at this, look at this. And even 2 hugs to go with it. Come here,
Oh my
come here. 122 hugs, okay? See, yes, you got a deal. Go, yes, yes.
Let me see what else you're gonna buy. Those kind of customers are a lot of fun. They're trying to sweeten you up, hug you, make you give you a good deal.
I got the last 2.
He's happy, I'm happy. Keep getting him out the door.
Making it even 150, we're all set. And this is, you know what? I love it. It's American heritage at its best. Lionel is like American Pie in baseball.
Yeah, and that's American Flyer, because you're picking up all Lionel, it looks like.
Am I?
Yeah.
I've only been collecting trains for about 2 weeks. I just started with estate selling and ran into a lady who had a bunch of train stuff she was trying to get rid of. She said you could have the whole table for $30.
All stickered, it was $157, I'll do $120 for all of it. You have a nice little set here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So $120, and thank you for driving over. It's probably over an hour and a half drive, right?
About an hour and a half.
Perfect, and you got a train set.
I got a whole set.
Excellent.
Some of the trains are for myself and train pieces, and some I'm going to use to hopefully see if my son can get into this more.
The cops came by, and earlier they told us that we couldn't park on the opposite side of the road because the neighbors were complaining. And now we can't park on either side of the road. Hopefully tomorrow morning we'll go over to the local business right behind us. Hopefully they'll allow us to use their parking lot. If they don't let us use that lot, I think we're gonna lose some business.
We had a busy day today. It was steady. Lots of people coming in, poking around, looking at those trains. We did $3,001 today. Not too bad. First day, I think we're good.
After the sale was set up and ready, Cari brought 3 vintage Ives trains to model train expert Dean Brasseur for his appraisal. Dean's family business began in 1971 as a basement hobby and grew into a world-famous train store, specializing in the sale and repair of Lionel model trains. Now Cari has come to see what Dean thinks of those old Ives.
I've got these Ives cars, so what can you tell me about these?
Well, the Ives, it was a pre-war, and they started about the turn of the century, and they went bankrupt during the Great Depression.
So would these be considered pretty rare then?
They can be rare. Ives can be very rare. These, as you can see, the roof is peeling and it's got a little bit of corrosion on it. The sides do not have much corrosion on it because that is lithographed tin. To paint these would absolutely destroy their value. If somebody had pre-painted it, like when little Johnny was back in the 50s, got out his brushes and he brushed it, yeah, it can be professionally restored and it would add value to it. If it's in nice condition and there's only a few nicks or scratches in it, don't touch it.
If we were to have the boxes for some of these older trains, that the boxes can be upwards of $10,000. Have you ever seen a box that's worth that much?
Well, something that would be worth that much would have to be from a very rare piece, and the box has got to be very, very, very crisp.
That's amazing.
Say, for instance, this particular car, if it had a perfect box and the car is less than perfect, the box may be worth more than the car itself.
Unfortunately, we don't have the boxes for these. What would you say the value of these pieces would be individually and as a set?
Maybe $75 individually and about $350 for the set.
I'm going to sell these trains online where I can attract some die-hard collectors. They will be willing to pay for this collection.
Before Cari heads to the estate sale this morning, she has a problem to deal with. Yesterday, the police received complaints about parking for the sale. Now Cari and Mo are beefing up their signage so they can direct people to the parking lot around the corner.
Sorry. Okay, who's 5? This way, I will not lose my list today. Oh,
Good number. Usually they only let 10 in at a time, so.
Okay, the first 10 people, come on in.
Okay.
They can wait in the tent. Who's ever out there? You can wait inside the tent. How about 200 for the both?
See, they're not. You know, I don't even know if they work, you know. They've been sitting a long time.
They look like they're in pretty good condition.
I would take them for 150 if you want. If you don't, that's okay.
Okay. Are you still shopping around?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think about that. So it's this one here you're interested in?
Yes.
Isn't this a great piece?
Oh, it's lovely.
Now we've got $300 on it. I know it needs some love, so what are you thinking?
I'll give you 150.
So you're going right for the half off, aren't you?
Right for the half off.
So what are you going to do with it exactly? I know it needs a little bit of love.
Yeah, I basically just refinish furniture in my spare time and build furniture, so.
Will you keep it this original stain, or are you going to?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, I'll just do some sanding and restain it.
I think it'll be really cool. It's got this mirror that attaches, and I need to sell it, so I'm going to sell it to you for the 150.
Oh, thank you. Once I get the top in, it should fit. Oh, nope, it's just not gonna fit. One of the main features I like about the piece are the keyholes that are really hard to find these days. I have a couple skeleton keys at home that'll probably fit them and make it work, but it's just really hard to find mostly solid wood pieces these days, especially built this well.
There's a couple refinishing points on it, but other than that, it'll be pretty good.
You go get your truck.
I'm here to get the lamp, the gentleman with the hat.
Okay.
There's no price on it. It's all rusty on the bottom.
I think you had 80, so half out would be $40. You want to take home
35?
40? How about 40? It's cool. It's cool spaghetti.
Yeah, it's
lamp.
retro. Would you do 35, please?
What else are you buying?
Well, I seen reindeer out there, Rudolph.
You want the whole stack?
How much are they?
I think we said 50 for all the reindeer and Santa, the whole kit and caboodle. So if you're buying something else, I'll do it for 35.
Aw, really?
Yeah.
I guess I'll take it for 40. You know how much this is worth? $480. Easily. Clean it up. It's very cool. And it's a keeper. It's cool. You'll see it on eBay.
Various conditions. Saw some higher priced, but with original boxes. I think your offer's fair, and we're gonna sell them to you right now as is. So we'll take your $150.
Cari loaded up the pastry table and sifter right after the evaluation and took it to her warehouse. She couldn't wait to get her hands on it and spruce up the piece for the store.
My plan is to get this table sanded down. I'm gonna have to prime it, paint it, and give it some love. So I'm gonna break out the sander and bring it back to life. I'm taking the handles off because they need to be wire brushed. Somebody painted it, but didn't do a very good job because there's a lot of drips. There's a couple different paint colors on here, so we're actually just gonna breathe some new life into it by painting and sanding it. And it'll be worth several hundred when we're done with it. So I'm cleaning off all the paint with a wire brush grinder. Look how clean that's coming. Obviously, it's a lot faster than doing it by hand with a wire brush, and it's a lot more effective. So we finished sanding it. Right now I'm gonna clean it off. So I'm gonna do a spray primer because it's a lot faster to spray it on than to paint it on. Just try to be as even as possible. Don't stay in one area too long. Keep it moving. It took about 30 minutes for the primer to dry. Now I'm gonna put the first coat on. I'm going to apply a tinted glaze over the white. So what I'm doing with this glaze is going extra heavy right where the cracks are, because then that really shows how much character it has. And we're gonna let it dry. The sifter's been sitting with stripper on it for a couple hours, and it's not quite done yet. I think I'm gonna have to leave it overnight. So I paid an extra $25 for the sifter, and after I get it cleaned up and put it together with the pastry table, I think I'll get somewhere in the range of about $350 for both the pieces together.
The end of the sale turned out to be a surprise. A local couple were driving by, saw the signs, and decided to drop in. The husband went straight for the trains, while his wife spotted the funky antique desktop.
But there's an entire website devoted just to this desk.
And it's called the Chautauqua.
Chautauqua Industrial Art Desk.
Okay. We are putting a study, and this could, like my husband was just saying, that our study would have, this would be like the centerpiece.
There's a lot of pieces out there. Do you maybe want to cherry pick? I mean, there's a lot out there. Go take a peek and see what you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Phil, much it weighs.
Yes. Oh, this is very nice.
This would lead, right? And then you have all the box carts of your choice behind it.
This is kind of a special situation because they're obviously not trained collectors. They're coming in because they're intrigued. They want to set this up in their home, and we can come up with a fair price so everybody wins. Orlean's happy, the customer's happy, and of course we're happy.
Are these functioning too, or you had?
Well, let's try it. Let's check them out.
Let's see if they
Test
work.
them. I love how it sparks like that. That's great. 18 plus 4 plus 2 more for that engine, and then this transformer, 125. 25. What do you think? You want to start packaging it up for you?
No, I'm gonna have to talk to the boss first.
Okay. Why don't you guys have a little conference and let us know?
Okay. That sounds good.
They were hot on it. They left. I'm hoping they come back. They said they'd be back in 10 minutes. So I've got my fingers crossed. I want to make this deal. Obviously, you're here. You'll love it.
Interested?
We'd love to sell it to you. Do you still want the radio and the desk?
All three things, yes.
All three things.
The tracks, the radio, and the 1920s computer.
I can work with you a little bit. I have a little wiggle room. What about $2,300 for everything? Can you meet me in the middle? Okay. Everybody will be happy? 2,100? Let's do it. 2,100, you got a deal. Yes. All right, excellent.
Okay.
When I was a child, I used to play with those small trains. And I said, well, now I can do that again.
This gentleman here,
yes,
asked us if we had an offer on all of the rest of the trains.
I do not have an offer on all the rest of the trains. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
The value is really not there.
What about like $1,500 for all of them?
Let me think about it just for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Ponder it out.
I go 15 for that whole table.
Did you ponder?
You gotta have 1,500. I'd give you 1,500 for the table.
What about 1,200 and you can pick a couple from the table. I can't sell the whole table for that, but let's stick to the 1,200? Okay, fair enough. I'm happy. We made a big dent here. We're gonna make her more money with online sales.
I'm hoping that the people that purchase these items will treasure them as much as my dad and my grandparents did.
We did just over $8 grand, and $3,300 of that money came in the last hour, entirely unexpected. Really pleased, and I know Roylene's gonna be pleased as well.